players, Dezay Mingo, 18 points, 6 assists, and 1 turnover. And Michael Dawson, 15 points. He drew 8 fouls and grabbed 6 rebounds. So we'll open up with questions for the players.
Was it Mingo time in the last 5 minutes?
Yes.
You had to sell papers, dude. You got
Yes.
7 straight points when it was crunch time.
It was definitely Mingo time. He ain't gonna
He
toot
ain't
his
gonna
own.
knock
Yeah,
you
he
off.
ain't gonna toot his own horn, but I'm gonna help you, man. It was definitely Mingo
What
time.
do you think about it? I mean, was the shots just there? You took them because they go down? It's like,
I watched a lot of film on these guys, and they play drop coverage, and I knew that shot would be open all night. That wasn't what I wanted to look to first, but in that moment of the game, they were giving it to us. My coach had confidence in me. These guys had confidence in me. Yeah, made some shots.
some sitting there going, that's a 3. He was tipping back and forth, and you put a little bit of a margin.
Yeah.
And you come through and make the free throws in.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that part?
I felt
I mean,
good.
icing it because they were going low. There was no doubt where they were going.
Yeah. Nah, it felt good. You know, some of the players like just jawing back and forth, and you know, I made the first free throw, and I had to let one of the guys know that we good. We in a good situation right now. We good.
It's like a few times you make threes, I noticed y'all would look over and go like,
Yeah.
is
You
there
know.
little playbook, back and forth with each other on something like that? They make one, they look over, you make one. That's great.
Yeah, you know, just
In spirit.
nah, for sure in spirit, but it's a little bit of like just showmanship in basketball. You know, you make your first like 2 threes, then you gotta show a little bit of gotta be a little bit of a showboat. You know.
That'll sell.
Shane, tough battle, and I mean it's tough every night. But you guys came out. I thought you came out a lot better tonight than you did on Thursday, and obviously the ending was a heck of a lot better.
Yeah. That was an emphasis. We knew we didn't play as good as we are. Was it what is it, Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a lot better than that first half Thursday, so that definitely was an emphasis of ours. And honestly, we didn't play our best still today. Like, we missed a lot of shots. We usually make a lot more shots than this, but we played hard, so we were able to.
That
win
made
the
up
game.
for a lot of missed shots that we had. So.
Yeah.
How you guys are feeling for Thursday or Wednesday next week?
I say we're feeling good. You know, we got a good coaching staff that's going to prepare us in the right way, and we're going to just digest everything from them. We know that they're the top of the league, and you know we're going to give them our best game, and vice versa. We know we're going to get their best game, so it's going to be a dogfight.
Yeah, I'm over. Oh.
Nah, go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'm over this game already. I'm ready to prepare for Arkansas State. They're obviously considered the best in the league right now, so yeah.
You know, you look at a game like this, 9 lead changes, 7 ties, like back and forth down the stretch. That last 3 minutes, you have 5,000 strong in here tonight. How important is that going to be on Wednesday to get everybody back here? I know it's a late game and everything like that, but how much does that crowd help you in the last 2-3 minutes of a game when you're trying to grind out a win in conference play?
I think just having a great crowd, like a commercial crowd, is really helpful because you know they get rowdy sometimes, and you know, and sometimes that affects the other team, and like making free throws or making big shots in the clutch of a game. But you know, I think we're gonna be ready.
Yeah, they make it so much fun. Like when I'm out there, I'm having a great time. Like we've been on the road for a little while and dealing with the adversity of their fans. So coming back here and seeing all the support is like, I'm grateful. We're definitely all grateful for it.
Very grateful.
You look, and Sunbelt play's been really scrappy. For you all as a team to only have 6 turnovers for the entire game after the other night, shots might not have fallen, but you all were getting the ball where you want to, weren't you?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like, I mean, even in practice, we make that a big emphasis, you know, on just getting stops and converts and just making sure we take care of the ball at a high level. And, you know, 6 turnovers in a game, that's big for us because we've had a couple games where we've had double-digit turnovers and it didn't turn out good for us. And, you know, just to see the outcome of just having 6 turnovers is a great feeling.
What were you seeing vision-wise? 6 assists and a turnover. Felt like you were seeing the court really well, taking care of the ball.
Like I said, I watched a lot of film on them, and I knew they were going to play drop coverage. So I knew like the mid-range shot would be open for most of the game, but I was just trying to pick it apart as much as I could without having to settle for that shot. And I'm always happy when I have way more assists than turnovers. That's the biggest thing for me.
Anything further for the guys? All right, thank you all.
Sir.
Thank you.
All right. We'll open with a statement from Coach Corny Jackson following today's 67-62 win. Really quick, a couple of stats that I want to pass along. Points off turnovers, Marshall 21-8 advantage there. Second chance points, 17-8 advantage there. Fast breaks, 12-0 advantage there. Coach.
Can you repeat that again? So I don't have to read it.
Yeah, points off turnovers, you all had a 21-8 advantage.
Okay.
Second chance points, 17-8 advantage. Fast break points, 12-0.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I personally didn't. I thought we played hard. I thought we played with a more of an edge to start the game. We had preached that obviously from the Georgia State game. I thought we let those guys come in here and play a little bit too comfortable. So again, we preached playing hard. I mean, hats off to Coastal. They came in here and played well. They looked to go inside to the big boy, and he's a load. We tried to do what we could inside guarding him, and I don't know if 3 seconds exist anymore in the lane because I'm calling for it all night. Didn't get it, but it is what it is. I'm proud of our guys. We found a way. We didn't shoot the ball well. We shot for the game 41 and 23 and 68 from the line. So it's not shooting the ball well, but at the end of the day, we found a way. I'm proud of them.
Last 5 minutes, I was kidding him, Mingo. Was it Mingo time? He runs off 7 straight points. They kept dropping. I'll take it all day. He hits 7 straight points, and then your free throw guys at the end.
Yeah, they were in a drop coverage. So we ran one of our sets, the exit screen on the side, and then like a middle ball screen. And their bigs in drop coverage, so we saw that it worked, and then we started telling Dezane to snake it. What we call a snake, it means you go to the screen, and then you kind of cross over, on the other side and have the big roll down behind. And he did a great job executing it. Anytime you play drop coverage and that guy's back, they're taught to snake and then make a play out of it. And again, he made plays. That's what it's about. At the end of the day, it's about players making plays.
Corny, you had to deal with the foul trouble with Jalen Spears. You had to sit out a long time to second half. Guys on the bench came in and did a good job. These guys.
Yeah, again, man, I can't praise those guys enough. They stay ready for their opportunity, and then when they get in, they make the most of it. So, again, I went back and forth whether to put Jalen in earlier in the second half. They started making a run and started to do some things, and I called them up in the front of the bench and said, hey, 8-minute mark, you're going to put you in. No, I changed my mind. 6-minute mark. So we had to put him in. Again, his presence on the floor is different for us because they got to respect that he can shoot the ball, but he can also make off of ball screens.
With how intentional they are about getting down low and almost taking time with their possessions, how good is it to only turn over the ball a handful of times, 6 times, and get those extra possessions from them in a low-scoring game?
Yeah, anytime you can have a positive assist to turnover is great, right? We were 10-6. If we make a couple shots, obviously that 10 will be a little higher. But you look at their assist to turnover, there was 10-15. So proud of the 15 turnovers we forced. Again, we got some cheap fouls, but I like our aggression. We can't play a pretty game. That's not. I told our guys before the game, if we play pretty, then it can go either way. Our game has to be gritty. We have to be tough. 50-50 balls, we have to get all of them. We have to be aggressive. And, again, I thought our guys tried to execute that because we harped on that for the last 2 days.
Was it similar at all to maybe the Troy game when it was, a lot of points in the paint? I think it was over 60 between the two teams. Just in terms of like a better outcome in that and the improvement on that side of things.
Yeah, you know what? It's the league. This league is physical. They have well-coached teams. They have strong guys, older, experienced guys inside. I mean, the big fella's 7'3", probably 280. I don't know what they have him listed as, but he's probably 280. And then you have the other big kid. I mean, he's strong. He's probably 6'7", 240, 250. So, again, battling those guys, Nate and Obina, in the post, trying to get position, trying to keep them out for position. I thought they did a solid job. Eric Harding, he played 1 minute, but in that 1 minute, he had a block, then he had a roll dunk. So, again, great team win. All of them can't be glamorous. Anytime you win, whether home on the road, it's a positive. I appreciate our fans for showing up again. Again, they were loud. They were into the game. I really do believe that they gave us that last push to get over the hump, and they made a difference. And I want them to know that from our whole team. We really appreciate them showing up and supporting this team.
After these last 2 games, how are you guys feeling on Wednesday?
You know what? We're playing the top dogs on Wednesday. You know, really good team. They went in there and beat Memphis early in the year. They have talented guards. What a lot of people don't know is probably their starting guard, Todd, he visited here. People may not know that, but he was on a visit here with Kevon Voyles when they came on a visit together. So again, he's familiar with the place. They're a talented team. They like to play fast. They want to shoot a bunch of threes. So we have to be ready. We have to be on full tilt come Wednesday, national TV game. So what an opportunity for this community to show up and be loud, show what Huntington, show what Marshall's all about, and what an opportunity for this team, national television, to show what we have.
One more with it being alumni night and coaches versus cancer night. Just how important are those initiatives for you all? And how good was it to see some familiar faces?
Well, it's very familiar. You know what? It's the alumni. I mean, you're talking about those. We had a reception last night and hung out. You know, I had talked to John Taft on the phone probably 2 weeks ago. We had texted before, but I never met him. What a great guy, right? So I laughed at his jokes, and I learned all about him scoring 42, I think, against East Tennessee State, maybe 43. He's 56. He was showing off his guns. Oh, what a great time. Ronald Blackshear, who I played with my senior year. Well, he was sitting out. He had transferred from Temple. He hadn't been back in 20 years. So he came, and he had been telling me he was going to come. And I said, well, I'll believe it when I see it. He walked in practice. And Bruce Morris, all those guys, they came in, they talked to our guys at practice. So that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, the alumni. And obviously we're standing on the shoulders of those guys. So it was important to get this win and kind of represent in front of them. The coaches versus cancer, obviously that's a big deal. My daughter, I have twin girls, both of them graduates from Marshall. One that's out there now, she's getting her master's from here at Marshall. She's out there with her fiance right now, and she had cancer. She was 3 years old. She had a Wilms tumor in her left kidney, and it was cancerous. They had to remove her whole left kidney, and it was a very hard time, not in her, in our whole family's life. I was nervous, I was scared, but you know what? It was in Charleston at the Women's and Children's Hospital, and more than half of my team, when I played here, showed up. Coach White and his wife showed up. So in those moments, obviously you lean back on your brothers, but the coaches versus cancer, it holds a dear place in my heart. Obviously I experienced that with my own child, so it's special.
Anything further for the guys? All right. Thanks,
Appreciate
Coach.
it, fellas.